Shot in the balls, bro. Bro, what the fuck are we doing, Death? Death Battle. You had to give Yusuke a good show because you knew he was finna get slimed, didn't you? That's the only possible reason. You had to give him a good showing because you knew he was about to get fucking fried. In the balls, bro? Ichigo, kill this motherfucker. You know who it is, you know who it's not. Digger, and this is gonna be it's gonna have to be a little more of a quieter reaction today because it's 1 a.m. It's 1 a.m. on a Monday. It's 1 a.m. Monday night. Well, not Monday night. Monday morning, 1 a.m. So it's gonna be a little quieter. But I do want to say, Ichigo versus Yusuke, Brody, Crody, bro, Chacho. I got Ichigo every day of the week. I am a big time Bleach fan. I'll put some pictures on the screen. I'm a big time Bleach fan. Full cosplay with the sword, Hakamas, everything. Got the figure, 1,000-Year Blood War. Yeah, I'm all on that. All right, Ichigo's finna fry this. Like, he's finna fry the fuck out of Yusuke. I'm gonna be honest. I know Yu Yu Hakusho's good. I heard it's great. Haven't watched it. I watched like 10 episodes, maybe 8. I'm not sure. It's a low amount. Whenever it was when I was first introduced to Hiei, right? But none of that matters. We're just going to see this. Let's go. Let's go over the statistics. Ichigo is going to stomp this fella, bro.
Ichigo Kurosaki versus Yusuke Urameshi.
The
Bomb.
substitute Shinigami of Bleach versus
I got the 1,000-Year Blood War? Yeah, he's getting fried.
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their
Weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
Tell me, Boomstick, what happens when we die?
Endless nothingness?
Probably.
Jeez, man, I don't know. We just started.
Our souls
Right?
are
So much
buried by
fucking
Shinigami,
philosophy.
gods of death, in an eternal cycle of death and rebirth.
That was my second guess.
And when a soul goes astray, warped by evil and regret, it's a Shinigami's job to purify such violent hollows.
Gotta get rid of
and
them
send
hollows,
to the realm
baby.
of the dead, the Soul Society.
Works great till it doesn't. Enter Ichigo Kurosaki,
That's tough. That's tough how they did that. That's really tough. Oh, fuck yeah.
whose
I'm about
tragic
to
enemy
bust.
backstory came way too early when his mom was killed by a hollow. Reason number 1 why you should never want your kid to be the anime protagonist.
Left with his grief, young Ichigo was crushed under the weight of survivor's guilt.
So he lashed out the only way he knew how, beating people up.
But this wound
Fuck yeah.
began to heal when he found his calling, upon meeting a Shinigami named Rukia. To stop a powerful hollow, she gave Ichigo her powers, rousing unseen potential within.
Boom! Just like that, Ichigo's a Shinigami.
Substitute Shinigami. To carry out his duties, Ichigo sheds his body for an invisible one made of spiritual matter called Reishi.
Reishi,
He
baby.
can wield vast amounts of spiritual energy, or Ryoku, and exert it
Fuck yeah.
offensively in the form of spiritual pressure, or Reiatsu.
Okay, that's a lot of big words, but all it really means is he's a super-powered ghost
He's goated.
with an epic sword. His spirit aura is so strong, he can stun lock foes, crushing them under his own power, even fatally.
He controls spirit matter in and around him, hardening his skin for defense and leaping off of invisible footholds in the air. Paired with speed-boosting skills like Shinpo, he can virtually fly.
Say goodbye to the kid who beat up bullies for their lunch money, and hello to the town's new superhero with fellow Ghostbusters,
Fuck yeah,
Orihime,
bro.
Chad, and
We're not worried about them. We're not worried about them right now. They're not important. They're
Ryu.
completely
Plus,
unimportant.
for
They won't be
Ryu,
in this
It
fight.
was the Shinigami's job to tear hollows a new hole.
While balancing responsibilities at school, of course.
Yep.
GPA comes first, and maybe a round or two of tech.
But it wouldn't be possible without his Shinigami blade, a Zanpakuto. It's basically a
Brady said
superpowered
Zanpakuto.
spirit that's
I'm
physically
pissed.
a sword.
We gotta
No
kill him.
Sword.
Though strangely, Ichigo's sword is composed of two distinct spirits, both named Zangetsu, which isn't confusing at all.
Just call him Old Man Zangetsu
Yeah, Old Man
and Hollow
Zangetsu and Hollow Zangetsu.
Anyway, the double
Exactly.
ghost
You
sword
just, you
gives
just call him
Ichigo
that, bro.
lots
Or
of
you just call
including-
you just call Hollow Zangetsu just Zangetsu. And then you call Old Man Zangetsu Old Man Zangetsu, and that you don't need to say Hollow on main Zangetsu.
His trademark attack, the sword beam to end all sword beams.
Getsuga.
Getsuga
Tenso!
Getsuga Tensho is incredibly powerful, and so effective that Ichigo developed multiple variants.
Fucking go.
He can fire it as a wave, detonate it mid-attack to act as a barrier,
Getsuga.
and combine two at once
Jijosho.
with even stronger Getsuga Jujisho.
To cut even
okay,
the
well,
biggest
I said it
hollows
wrong.
down to
Fuck.
size, Ichigo was ridiculously strong, even from frame 1.
He can make giant shockwaves and parry spiritual light beams from a Menos
Fuck
Grande.
yeah.
And these aren't fake, slower than light lasers. Guidebooks confirm they're real light, and the novels say so too.
Plus, early on, Uryumu
Let's go. FTL already. He stops. No, I'm joking. I know Yusuke. I know Yusuke is also probably that high, but like, hey man, he stomps, bro. Chacho. Ichigo is definitely the strongest episode 1 anime protagonist. I'll say it, bro. He is gas. Other than like fucking barely applicable bums. Like from all like the big shonen, he's the strongest episode 1 protag by far. He would slime all those motherfuckers. And honestly, he'd slime a lot of them
But as
at their
Ichigo
final
became
forms
more
too.
involved with the Soul Society, he quickly
Not
found
episode
that
1,
he
of
wasn't
course.
good enough.
This Byakuya guy's so fast, Ichigo can't even see him.
Took his
Time
whole
for a
shit
good
off.
old-fashioned training arc. Hit the music.
Until now, Zangetsu had operated only in its base state, Shikai. So Ichigo
get
learned
that.
to release
Boom!
his inner power, a
Okay.
10 boost that takes most Shinigami a decade to master.
Nah, we're gonna do that. We're gonna do that quick,
In
pussy.
Bankai, his speed skyrocketed, letting him turn the tables on douchebag Byakuya. Even in Shikai, he blocked an attack that could destroy the whole friggin' Soul Society.
Because Ichigo's greatest gift is his potential to improve. Despite only being a teenager, he mastered swordsmanship well enough to thrash experts who had been trained
God,
for
he's so
centuries.
goated, bro.
He can quickly adapt to new weapons and styles mid-fight, surpassing his limits time and time again.
Like when he took on Catboy Grimjow. He was getting clamped, but as soon as he heard Orihime cheering him on, that was all.
Sadly, they
he
are
did.
frying my
Smash that
goats. They had
kid.
Renji getting
you mean
cooked,
Grimjow,
and they're
right?
showing Grimjow getting fried.
But even with that main character
Truly
energy,
frying my
Ichigo
goats.
couldn't
Those are
match
two of my
Big
favorite
Bad
characters.
Aizen.
I love
With
Renji.
Just a finger, Aizen stuffed Ichigo's Bankai and his theme song.
They had to mention it.
Rude.
Everybody's
Ichigo
gotta mention
needed
it.
to tap into his unexplained hollow power. Except Hollow Zangetsu wasn't going to make it easy.
Become the
Man's
king
pretty
myself.
chill, but this guy's a menace.
Still, Ichigo needed his help and conjured a hollow mask to expand his power. But this meant the hollow within only grew stronger.
Masked up, he can fire lasers, bypass super senses, and heal lost limbs. But piss him off enough, and he'll go full hollow. And you really don't want that.
That's not how that
Hollow
happened, but
exceeds
whatever.
even Bankai.
It
was
doesn't
enough
matter.
To crush Ukiura in a battle that shook all of Hueco Mundo, the world of hollows.
Full hollow, Ichigo could even
Whatever the
tear
fuck, I
through
can't do
all
the scream.
3
It's
layers of
way
hell.
too late. I'm not gonna
With help from
fucking
his
yell.
secret Shinigami father, Ichigo continued to train for months in the Dangai, a corridor
The
between
Don
dimensions,
guy, bro,
until he was
Chacho. He's
finally
gonna
ready to
fry
challenge
Yusuke.
Challenge is an understatement. He manhandled Aizen, shattered mountains with sheer aura, and flexed so hard he smashed out of the black coffin, which crushes space like a mini black hole.
And yet, it still wasn't enough. So, by becoming Getsuga itself, Ichigo unleashed his
Final
ultimate
Getsuga
attack,
Tencho
Mugetsu,
is to become Getsuga
defeating
itself.
Aizen at the cost of all his power.
He might have
He got that
saved
shit back.
everyone, but
Let's not even
now
worry
it
about
was
it.
Back to Normieville.
Ichigo never truly realized until then just how much being a Shinigami meant to him. The power to protect others, his drive, his pride in himself was gone. He would give anything to get it back.
And he did, thanks to a surprise assist from Rukia. Boom! Shinigami again!
Just in
Fuck
time for
yeah.
a 1,000-year blood war with a final endgame boss, Yuhabak.
You have
To
bet.
end everything. And while other Shinigami tried their best, only Ichigo was special enough to pull it off.
His father was a Shinigami. His mother was a member of the ancient
Quincy.
and possessed by a hollow. Hence, his two Sanbakuto spirits, one Quincy, the other Hollow and Shinigami,
Yep.
made Ichigo a perfect union to break Yuhabak's plan. Finally, Ichigo understood himself, fully unifying with both Sanbakuto spirits within. With that,
You got
came
that
a
D
new
double
Shikai
hit shit
and
up,
two new
baby.
Zanpakuto.
True Shikai! If you thought Ichigo was strong before,
That should
oh
make me
boy,
so
he's
fucking
the
happy,
strongest
bro.
Shinigami alive. Or dead. Undead? Yeah.
Stronger than Kenpachi, who could split the
goat.
Dangai in half. Stronger than Senjumaru, who shook heaven and earth
Another
across
goat.
the realms. And strong enough to match Yuhabak, even after he absorbed the Soul King.
Juiced
Fuck
up with
yeah.
Soul King power, Yuhabak could nuke all of 3 realms. The human world, Soul Society, and Hueco Mundo. Plus the Dangai and Garganta in between, which have a bunch of pocket dimensions sprinkled in. Hell, just the Soul King's corpse sent a shockwave.
Can we talk about how there's no universe where Yusuke even puts up a fight here? Like, I know I'm just sitting through it and I'm watching it, and it's just the biggest fucking stomp ever. Like,
all the realms.
And it's not a matter
just
of
the
disrupting
biggest
world
stomp
souls.
ever.
Yuhabak was going to end everything.
Like, I know, I get it, I know the Yusuke's probably got some crazy shit in his bag, but this is a stomp and a half, bro.
Sheer power alone.
But Ichigo still wasn't done powering up.
Entering a new half-hollow form and launching his Getsuga
Yeah,
Tensho,
horn, baby.
a mighty hollow attack, the Grand Ray Sero.
Making a giant crescent slash that rips through space itself.
Oh, yeah.
All that power culminating in his true Bankai. A power so great, even Yuhabak was scared of it.
Joke's on you.
Doesn't get to
Ichigo
use it.
didn't even need it. You're done.
Ichigo was finally content.
We still
and
don't know what
10
the
years
fuck it
later,
does.
he remains a Shinigami, having found the courage to stand on the edge
you know,
of life and
I wish
death,
we knew what it did.
conquer his fears, and walk onward.
Alright, time for something that I'm less familiar with, or not familiar with at all,
Most
really.
teenagers
Let's
have
go.
no idea what they want to do with their life. However, that was hardly a problem for juvenile delinquent
Yusuke Urameshi, baby.
because he
He's so
only ever
tough.
wanted to do one thing.
Box.
Throw hands.
Box in the
It don't
streets.
matter who the
He
ups
is
are, be they
horrible.
women, old folk, or babies. Yusuke lived to fight.
I don't care if it's a
He
baby
liked
or grandma or whatever the
Who
fuck he
cares
said,
about
right?
stupid
Let's
things like
run them
friends and
fades.
family?
Which is why it was so surprising when one day he threw himself in front
I
of
had
a
to
speeding
save that
car
kid.
to save a child, bringing that reckless life to a screeching halt.
Truck code claims another victim.
But this
shit
is
is
chapter
so
1 of
funny.
a battle shonen, so death is hardly the end.
Surprisingly, though, it wasn't a spooky skeleton in a hood who arrived to claim Yusuke's soul. It was a blue-haired anime girl on a broomstick.
This was
It's actually
Proton, whose job
just
was
a
to ferry
stick. It's like an
Yusuke's
oar.
newly deceased spirit off to the
It's not a
afterlife.
broom, bro, chacho.
Unfortunately, or I guess fortunately for him, he was such an asshole that the underworld didn't see his selfless death coming and didn't have any space prepared for him. Imagine being such a menace to society that the second you do something nice, hell itself gets caught with its pants down.
So the underworld surrogate king, Koenma, offered Yusuke an alternative. He could return to life as an agent of the afterlife, a spirit detective, solving supernatural crimes and fighting off demonic threats to humanity.
Naturally, Yusuke did what anyone would do in that situation and told Satan Jr. to stuff it. I mean, he was never really good for anything and no one was gonna miss him. So
Okay.
what's the point of coming back to life? It's not like his mom would be sad or his childhood sweetheart Keiko would be heartbroken.
Yeah,
Even his
course
rival
not.
Kuwabara would shed.
I love this scene. This scene was so goated. Especially the memes about fucking, like, Trump and fucking Joe Biden.
deadly tears. Oh man.
At the sight of loved ones who cared far more than he ever expected, Yusuke had a change of heart and accepted Koenma's offer, returning to life with a new purpose and a new job.
And newfound ass-kicking
I'm a
ability.
spirit
In his
detective.
quest to beat the dog
Where's
shit
the
out
A?
of demonkind,
What's up,
Yusuke
bro,
learned
Chacho?
to harness Reiki, or spirit energy. He's ridiculously strong, fast, and durable. Heals from wounds quickly, and can see spirits invisible to mortal men.
Even early
course.
on, Yusuke could parry Suzaku's lightning arrows, which are formed from real lightning called down from the sky.
A little too slow for me.
Legendary
You better get
warrior
faster.
Genkai, he mastered a signature move that could blast anyone to
Spirit gun!
My favorite shonen move ever, the Spirit Gun.
That ain't it,
Yusuke
Chief.
had a limited number of shots.
No, it's-
Eventually, he turned it into his personal WA.
It's gas and all,
Stronger
but,
than
like,
any weapon on Earth, he could go finger blast.
that's not it.
As much as he wants.
The spirit gun is more versatile than it appears. Yusuke can bounce it off surfaces for sneak attacks, propel himself around like a rocket in flight, and produce massive explosions with each shot.
Twist it up for a spirit shotgun, mighty AoE blast, or a spirit punch, where he keeps
Yeah.
the energy stored in his fists and clobbers the
I used to play Yusuke in ABA. I know all these moves.
Spirit Wave, a Kamehameha from before we uncultured Americans knew what a Kamehameha was.
Okay.
Yusuke may be a punk, but he's deceptively skilled and cunning in battle.
He's not afraid
Fuck
to
him
fight
up.
dirty, throw in his shoes.
Brakes off, you
Sleight
bitch!
of hand to play cigarettes on his
Okay,
phone
I'm
to
getting a little
track him
too
in the
loud.
dark.
It's kind of late.
Personally, I'd call that smart. And his hand-to-hand is A+. He's matched experts like Cabano, who's said to have mastered all forms of martial combat.
Okay, that's a
Secret
plus.
is how quickly he improves. All it takes is a round of training or someone threatening his friends, and Yusuke's power will spike to match stronger enemies.
Okay.
Even if it means literally burning through his own life force for a power-up.
All known demons and demon fighters are individually ranked on a scale of power from E to S.
E and D class demons are nothing special. We're talking local
I
threats.
seen that guy. I saw that guy. Okay, that's from the episode where Hiei is first introduced.
Best. C and B are getting a bit dicey in a destroy your city kind of way. A and S? Well, hold on to your ass. We're talking end of the world.
As Yusuke
Alright.
forged bonds with new allies, like demons Hiei and Kurama, as well as his
What's
old
up?
pal Kuwabara, he found
Go to
himself
Bara.
facing opponents he couldn't beat, such as the monstrous Toguro, who could vaporize weaker demons and crush their souls with
So he has spiritual pressure. Is what I'm hearing, basically. He has spiritual pressure. That's like when Aizen... I just like when Aizen walked next to a regular person and he literally just fucking got erased from existence.
sheer aura.
But Yusuke needed to survive and protect his loved ones. So he had no choice but to rank up.
You think
Even
Yusuke
if
has
it
enough
meant
spiritual
absorbing
pressure
the
to not
power
just
of a
immediately
slug?
die to Ichigo's spiritual pressure? Do you think he has enough? Like, I'm not sure. I don't know how the balance works there, but I don't know how much a small star. Okay, that's pretty good. That's pretty good actually.
Star. Thanks, Genkai.
Our sun has an average luminosity of 380 septillion watts.
I don't think
or
he'd get
Small
vaporized
stars like red
instantaneously.
dwarfs
A small
output about
star is
1/10,000
enough to not
watts.
die immediately,
So
definitely.
this spirit orb's energy per second would equal about 9 million megatons of TNT.
Enough to send Toguro to the grave.
Even after pushing past his own limits, Yusuke would still need more power to face S-class threats like Sensui, a past spirit detective gone bad, and a great measuring stick for what top-tier demons are capable of.
Alright.
Sensui was so yoked, he couldn't even use all his power in the human world without threatening to bring down the whole thing. He
can't use a
compared
fifth?
destroying the whole goddamn planet to kicking an anthill.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna be honest. There's a reason Hiei slammed the fuck out of Sasuke. Not even 1/5 of that guy's strength is enough to destroy the planet. Yeah, them Naruto characters never stood a chance.
According to Genkai, Yusuke could destroy the planet too, if he really wanted. And
Aye,
even
aye.
A-class threats like King Enma have shaken both the demon and human worlds.
That anima guy is strong as balls. In the past, he fought the Netherworld King Yakumo, who could eradicate the entire human world and remake the Netherworld.
But Yusuke's power surpassed both of them, to the point where he
Okay.
overpowered Yakumo with his own energy. And do keep in mind, Yusuke was still only A-class at the time, a far cry from S-classes like Sensui, whose sacred energy was 10 times his superior.
But not for long, sucker, because turns out
A demon form?
Yusuke was a demon himself.
Yeah.
Literally. Yusuke is the descendant of an ancient and incredibly powerful being, one of the strongest in existence, Raizen, the Demon King.
With his Mushoku mark, Yusuke can channel Raizen's spirit for
There
a
we go.
huge power boost and a massive thirst for murder
Bitch,
boost.
bitch,
This
bitch.
was
I
his
recognize
first
that shit.
taste of a
Damn, he's
dangerous
frying his
type of
shit.
Spirit energy, Yoki.
A form of energy used by demons. Like normal Reiki, it can be amplified by intense emotions. Unlike normal Reiki, its use creates a pleasurable feeling, feeding into the user's rage
Alright, bro. We'll get it up for you. Yeah, I get it.
and bloodlust, the feral animal within.
So Yusuke upgraded his spirit gun to a
To
demon
an evil
gun.
spirit gun.
The same thing, but red.
Mhm,
it's
and
strong
way
enough to blast
stronger,
Sensui
yep.
past the horizon, putting Yusuke's power firmly in S-class.
And making him a prime candidate to rule the demon world. But as
Fuck.
he was thrust into a tournament vying for that throne, Yusuke began to wonder if all this power was what he really wanted.
Yeah.
Self-reflection? From I'll kick your ass, Yusuke Urameshi? Nah, we can worry about that later. There's a tournament to win. Which one of you, girl, baby, or grandparent?
I mean, from what I know about Yusuke, I feel like he's not the type that would want to rule the demon realm. He seems like he's like a pretty down to earth kind of guy, bro, Chacho.
Even then,
I mean, he probably
as Yusuke
changes,
took on the Demon King
but,
Yomi in an epic
you know,
final battle.
oh,
He was
fuck.
still growing. He had become far stronger than before.
This shit is
even
so
achieving
cool.
a unique version of the Mozoku form separate from Raizen's influence.
And a brand spanking new form of power. Kinda like Sensui's secret energy,
What?
but even better. It's so unprecedented, it doesn't even have a name.
Oh,
But it's golden glowy.
Strong enough to clash with Yomi, creating an explosion that split the heavens.
I
above
ain't never
and
seen all this.
decimated the Okunin tree below, pushing the Demon King himself to his absolute limits.
But then, Yusuke lost.
Oh.
It's not all bad though. Even if being king would have been cool, Yusuke realized he wanted something more.
I mean, yeah.
He'd grown up and
I'd
chose
expect
to
that.
walk a new path.
It was always Yusuke's
he's
connections with
high-key
others
goated.
that motivated him above all else. And it was in those connections that he found his happy ending.
But I wouldn't piss him off if you can avoid it. Get him in the right mood or threaten the human world, and the spirit detective will beat your stupid ass.
Alright, we putting it in. Ichigo, you got this, big dog. Bro, cha-cha. Like, do I even need to tell you anything, Ichigo? You got... This guy is a fucking... This guy is like... I don't know, man. He's not even fused Hogyoku Aizen in the first fight against Dongai Yu, where you had to use Mugetsu. And, like, you're like... so fucking cracked now. You are gonna fry this motherfucker. He doesn't even stand a fucking wink of a chance. Go kill him. Like, there's nothing for me to say, really.
Long has its return been foretold, but now, finally, it is reborn.
The original Death Battle.
Alright, we don't care, bro. I'm sorry. Death Battle, plug your merch and all that, but I'm not finna get no Death Battle merch, bro, Chacho. I'm saying bro Chacho a lot this time, bro. It's probably because I played a whole, one of those map games with my friends. We said brochacho a lot. Now it's all in my tongue, jumbled in my mouth and shit deep down my throat. Yeah.
All right, the combatants are set.
They got jump force in this game.
It's time for a
Death battle. Yeah, go fry his shit, Ichigo. He's not ready for this. Go fucking kill that guy. Huh? That's spiritual pressure.
Demon.
That's a hollow.
That's a hollow. No doubt about it.
No doubt about it. They got some music. They got some music playing. Turn the volume up. Oh, this is a funeral for the living. Fuck yeah, let's go. Okay, pretty basic moves so far. How is Yusuke clashing these swords with his hands, bro? Like, listen, I know, I get it. 2160? 21. Damn, this shit is crisp. Alright, listen, I get it. It's death battle. The fights aren't meant to show what actually happens, but I don't know. It always peeves me when characters clash swords with their fists, especially characters that can, like, easily be damaged by those swords. Let me stop yapping. Eat that shit. Block that. Tenjo! Let's stop capping. Woo, good move. Alright, Ichigo, you're doing too little. Hand to hand? Ichigo, you don't got that. Oh shit, maybe he does have a little bit of that. Shot in the balls, bro. Bro, what the fuck are we doing, Death? Death Battle. You had to give Yusuke a good show because you knew he was finna get slimed, didn't you? That's the only possible reason. You had to give him a good showing because you knew he was about to get fucking fried. In the balls, bro? Ichigo, kill this motherfucker. I'll beat the brakes off you. What the fuck? Genuine season 1 Ichigo victim. Like, no, not season 1, but like pre-Shikai Ichigo victim. Catching Yusuke and having him in his grip, he can't break out. 1,000-year Blood War Ichigo struggling to fight this guy? What are you death about? At least have some internal consistency. You need a demon gun for that? You're off your yerks, Bresky. And the Hueco? Oh, the Don guy.
Babe, little demon energy got you scared.
I'll fry the fuck out of you, bitch. Mix the blue and the red. And the Don guy, where's the cleaner? Are they gonna fry it? I mean, I guess it's already. Doesn't matter.
Damn, why didn't I think of that?
Tidy! That shit is not gonna clash. Judy Show, go through that bullshit.
Let's devour him together.
Yeah, Ryzen, you finna get fried. You're gonna ride on through that.
Fight, jackass! You just told me back!
Tie shit! Let's go. Okay, let's not even act. We're doing too much now. None of this isn't hurting, by the way. This is doing no damage, by the way. He's eating all of this.
Yeesh, rude awakening. This one's a piece of work. Need a hand?
No, fuck off.
Let's do it. Like old time.
I guess, bro. We don't even know what that does! Oh, shit! Horn? Yeah. Go move. This is so clean. Who worked on this? This was a clean, by the way. Even though I said I don't. Even though I was acting like Kenny, talking about some I don't need your help to my fucking Zanpakuto, which is crazy because like that's your whole weapon. I get it. I'm fiending. I'm a crazy person. I'm losing my mind. But this shit looks fucking beautiful. Good. This shit looks fucking beautiful, bro, Chacha. Yusuke, you're fried. I don't know what you think you're doing. That Horn of Salvation finna cook your shit. We don't even need this Bankai. Why are we acting?
That's the best you can
Bitch.
do?
Ugh.
Go even
Bitch.
faster, if
Bitch.
you like. Hell yeah!
Oh, that was clean. This is so sick,
I'll
bro.
kill you even if it kills me.
You,
I'm putting it all
you're probably finna die.
on the line.
We're lying, by the way. This is some cap, by the way. But, hey, it's good cap. At least the cap is clean. At least the cap is clean.
I'll kill you even if it kills
Even if it kills
me.
me.
Putting it all on the line.
Yeah!
You better do the same. Screw that.
Big ol' Grand Ray. Bitch! On a shit! We already knew! We already knew it wasn't even a challenge! What do you say?
Give me a freaking break.
I refuse! Daga Kotoruga.
See you on the other side.
Type shit. Go purify his shit.
KO! You, think the afterlife offers frequent flyer miles?
There's a lot to cover here, so let's break this down.
There's a lot to cover here. Bro, Ichigo didn't even take any damage. Like I told you, them shits was not hurting. He was eating those with his whole face. This shit was
The
not
4
it.
chapters, starting with their abilities.
Yusuke could see Ichigo no problem and resist auras like Taguro's.
Yeah, he
that are
wouldn't get
similar to
eviscerated.
Reiatsu, so
Yeah.
Ichigo couldn't cheese a win right away.
Otherwise, Yusuke was outmatched. Sure, the spirit
Yeah,
could
completely.
potentially match the Getsuga Tenshin.
No, it couldn't.
And he has stat boosting.
Let's calm down. let's not even like give some bullshit like that.
like the Mizoku. Ichigo, however, had more varied powers.
Bitch,
A better
ugh.
factor, greater stamina given his months of Dongai training.
And all those swords. He just had way more abilities to play
Mm-hmm.
with.
Likewise, speed was a fairly easy call.
Way
He
faster.
react to lightning early on, and obviously got much faster over time. Looking at this blast from his clash with Yomi, it erupted upwards at 57% the speed of light.
But Ichigo was
Bitch
faster
made.
than light from the start.
From the
And he's
beginning.
gotten faster too. He couldn't even see Byakuya at first, but blitzed him in the rematch. Plus, he's got tons of training and power-ups since then.
The Soul King Shockwave, for example, expanded across the realms at thousands of times light speed, and Ichigo reacted to attacks from Soul King Yuhabak that utilized the same power.
Yeah.
Ichigo takes speed.
Free
But
stats.
Yusuke's fought plenty of foes faster or more varied than him, so it's extremely important to examine their tactics and ability to
Okay.
adapt.
You know what? I can actually give that one. I can enjoy that one. Because, like, usually when you look at a fight like this, you look at things like stats, right? Usually when you see Death Battle, they look at stats. And, like, I'm glad that they're showing, like, you know, even though Ichigo is way faster than Yusuke, way stronger than Yusuke, has way more varied abilities than Yusuke, is generally just overall way more powerful than Yusuke. What tactics could Yusuke display to try and get a win here? I'm glad they're going over that. I don't usually remember Death Battle going over things like that. So let's see what they can
Fight.
say.
This is kind of both their things. Ichigo has styled on guys with centuries of training and has over a decade of experience as a Shinigami. He's pretty good at figuring out new weapons and
Also, I do remember when it went to hand, I was like, Ichigo, you don't got those. He does have those. He does. In Soul Society, he had those. He had those in Thousand Year Blood War. I just, you know, since he's a sword guy, I didn't think about it, frankly. But I know Ichigo is more than a sword guy. In fact, he's barely a sword guy. He barely even uses fucking swords other than big fucking energy blasts and shit. But it's just ignore it, bro. Just I'm saying brochacho too many times. You guys might be my brochachos, honestly. Whatever.
Styles.
Meanwhile, Yusuke was flexible and quick to adapt, mixing cleverness with exceptional hand-to-hand. He's good enough to match Kabano, who mastered every martial art. Ichigo's decent at hand-to-hand, but it's not his go-to in the same way.
Yeah,
So
that's
both
what
had their
exactly.
strong suits, with advantages on each side. It's fair to call this one a draw.
Leaving only the biggest winning factor, which could have superseded all other advantages: power.
It's Ichigo
Between Sensui,
by a lot.
Genkai, and Enma, Yusuke could definitely destroy the planet.
By, like, a
extending his
lot.
sky-splitting
It's Ichigo
clash
by a
with Yomi
lot.
and measuring its
By a
scale.
lot.
That's about 4 quadrillion megatons of TNT, which is crazy.
Similarly,
is
mid-series
insane.
Ichigo could shake Huecomundo.
Exactly, mid-series Ichigo.
To destroy the Soul
do
Society. But at his peak, he beat Yuhabak, who could destroy several realms, which
Exactly.
is far more impressive than just one.
Far more
To be fair,
impressive.
Yusuke also beat Yakumo, who could threaten 2 realms at the same time. Pretty close to Yuhabak's threatening 3.
And Yusuke far surpassed Yakumo afterward. The gap between him and Sensui alone was 10 times. So there could be an argument for Yusuke's power surpassing Ichigo
could be.
if 3 realms was truly Ichigo's limit.
Fortunately for Ichigo, it's not.
not.
Yuhabak was also going to destroy the Garganta, which has at least 29 pocket dimensions
Fuck
inside
yeah.
it.
Each containing at least a planet and star, much larger than Yusuke's planet-sized world.
Exactly.
Plus, Ichigo matched Yuhabak in True Shika.
And True Shika didn't even need Bankai.
Boost from Half Hollow and True Bankai.
You didn't need
Always with this
Bankai.
battle, there's arguments either way, but the way we see it,
Arguments either way. Get the fuck out of my face! That's it for this. We already knew Ichigo was gonna stomp to the fucking ground, bro. This was the biggest stomp of all time. I know. I let my inner power scaler guy come out here. This was the easiest stomp of all time. And as a certified Ichigo dick rider, a certified Ichigo glazer, a certified Bleach fan, a certified Bleach enjoyer, I always knew that Ichigo would take this big fat fucking W and absolutely destroy this bum. He got violated, fraudulized, molested, all kinds of shit. He just got done bad. He got done horrible. And you knew he was going to. You knew it was going to happen. While you're watching at home, you knew. If you've seen both shows, even if you only seen one show, you could already tell the big fucking testicular difference between these two. It was incredible. Thank you for the amazing fight, by the way, Death Battle. All right, I'll be seeing you guys. Subscribe and all that shit.